When I first got here, the library was very much focused on what libraries have been focused on for a long time. And now with your emphasis on digital learning and digital humanities, I think the library has really indeed become kind of the Digital Humanities Center makes it sound too parochial. It's like the digital learning center. And so just in the 5 years I've been here, I've seen many more faculty interactions. Like the growth in faculty interactions from when I got here 5 years ago to now is phenomenal. The decision to change Mackenzie Brooks from her previous gig to being a quote-unquote digital humanities librarian has just opened this place up.
I've had various memorable interactions with library staff here. I do work in special collections, so of course many of my memories involved working with Tom Camden or Seth Goodhart or Byron. But class related, I think Carol Karsh has been an amazing aid in my sociology studies. In various of my classes now, she's been available to really guide me through this whole data, regression, programs that I don't know how to use. And she's just been more than willing to be there for you and kind of hold your hand as you figure it all out.
We had to do digital posting in physics class where we had a presentation at the end of the term, and we had to present on a physics project that we built from scratch. And so we learned how to create our own webpage and how to add pictures and add sounds and music and information. And that whole process was kind of carried out through the library and its faculty and staff.
Just recently, the library acquired a database that is going to completely empower my research agenda. It has so many search capabilities for early modern books. So it's going to really allow me to do research as if I were at a world-class rare book library, like the British Library, from my computer.
I really enjoy working at the Research Help Desk because I got a chance to talk to a lot of students here. It's kind of helpful for students to work at the Research Help Desk. We just don't have that kind of barrier if it's a professor or like an experienced adult sitting there. Some people might just not want to go ahead and ask questions. The combination of both like the librarian and also like students working at this Research Help Desk really helps students to get the information they want.
So I spent a lot of time in Leyburn this summer just doing my archival research down in special collections. I did research this summer on Dr. Leyburn, and there's a list of all the books he's ever read in his life, and I love that. I just think it's so unique and special, and a lot of people don't know the importance of Dr. Leyburn. But I spent a whole summer learning about it, so I like that piece in special collections.
I'm involved in a digital humanities project funded by the National Endowment for the Humanities, and I brought this project here when I came as new faculty. We are editing 4 manuscripts of a medieval epic. There are 4 different versions, very different, and the classic problem with this particular text has been putting it into print, which is incredibly difficult when you have 4 different versions, and it would be thousands and thousands of pages. Our idea is to use digital humanities to collate these versions and make it possible for the researcher, the user, to understand what the differences are. Sometimes it's just a single word, sometimes it's entire passages. And the Digital Humanities Project is creating a platform, a digital platform using a TEI, Textual Encoding Initiative, to tag the text, make it computer readable. Mackenzie and the libraries have really been able to get me to understand what I need to do at a technical level to make this happen.
I'm really not sure what I envision as the library of the future, to be very honest. But I really want it to be a place that almost becomes a social gathering place. That it's a place not only for that solitary study when I think of graduate school and the joy of having your own carol in the quietest part of the library, that I think for our undergraduates, I want to be a place of collaborative learning. And I'm thinking about these new workspaces, whether it's Google or Airbnb, that when they are employed in the future, they may not even have their own office. They're going to be in this big social space, trying to do their own work, walking around with their laptop. And I think if we can sort of introduce that at the undergraduate level, that so much of what they will be doing in the future may depend on their collaborative skills, their sort of global citizenship skills, and their technology skills, that if we could put them in that mind frame now, they'll be ready for any kind of future job place.
Because of the way our library is structured, it really allows for a lot of different uses. So whether you're coming to do a project with a group and working with several members of a team, or you're just coming to get some alone study time, you can do a lot more than just come in and look through shelves and shelves of books. Whether you're playing chess with someone up front, or sitting in a beanbag chair, or looking at the different exhibits around, like the forbidden books or things like that. And so it's really definitely more than just like kind of an academic place. It's definitely part of the Washingtonly experience.
Well, my favorite part of the library is in the science library. It's nice because it's right next to all the professors. And like this coming semester, all my classes are in the science center. So it'd be nice to be able to study, and then if I have a question during the day, just go to them.
If I were to say one thing to students about the library, it would be that there are all of these different places on campus that are specific to people. So, all of the kids in the C school, they go to the C school. All the kids in the lab sciences, they go to the science center. But what I really think is unique about the library is that any student, any major, any interest can come to the library and find what they're looking for. And I think that if you're looking for something, this is the place to be.